I will be combining a shoulder dart and a waist dart. So first, I will pin the black pattern or the foundation pattern. I will be tracing or marking the corner of the center front and the corner of the neckline. I will be tracing the neckline curve. I will be tracing or marking the shoulder line, the corner of the shoulder line and the armhole curve. I'll also be marking this and the corner of the armhole curve and the corner of the side seam. Now, I will also be tracing this part of the side seam with an open regular bust dart. I'm tracing the corner of the side seam and the corner of the waistline. I will also be tracing the waistline curve. And the corner of the waistline curve, I will also be marking the center front line this way. Now I will be removing this black pattern or foundation pattern. I will be marking the center front line this way. This is just half of our pattern, so this is the center front. And then I will be shaping the neckline curve, the shoulder line, the armhole curve. I'll also be shaping this by following the markings on the pattern paper. I will mark the side seam this way. And for the waistline, I will use the curve ruler to get the outline of the waistline. Okay. Now I will have to mark the original tip of the bust point. I will have to transfer that on the new pattern paper. I will also mark the end of the dart line. Now, I will connect this end of the dart line to the original tip of the bust point and also connect the end of this dart line to the original tip of the bust point this way. As I said, we will be creating two darts. One on the center shoulder and on the waistline. See this original waistline? I should have traced this. We can get a straight line here so that when I mark the waist dart, I have a straight line here. Now I will be cutting this, the waistline, the side seam line, the dart allowance and the side seam line, the armhole, I'll also be cutting the neckline curve, then the center front line. Now I will be cutting this. This is the shoulder dart and this is the waist dart. Okay, I will be folding this. Anyway, we will just mark this so that we know we can make an alignment later on if this separates. I will fold the regular bust dart or the side dart this way and pin it here. Actually, I can use a tape because this will be permanently closed. So we have transferred this dart allowance on the shoulder and the waistline. Now I can get this paper so that we can mark this. So this stays here, but I'll mark this. More or less, we will get an equal allowance for the dart on the shoulder and on the waistline. So I will tape this together. I'll just tape this way so that it won't move. But here I can tape it this way so that the pattern won't move. Now I will also tape another pattern paper on the shoulder dart lines. We have transferred the tip of the original tip of the bust point over here, 1 inch below it. And from here, we will connect this adjusted tip of the bust point to the end of the waist dart line. And I will connect this adjusted tip of the bust point to the end of the waist dart line. Then here, for the shoulder dart, I will also go up around 1 inch here. And from there, I will connect the adjusted tip of the bust point to the end of the shoulder dart line this way. And here, from the adjusted tip of the bust point, I will also connect it to the end of the shoulder dart line. Okay, now I will be folding this waist dart for the combination of a shoulder dart and a waist dart. Here on the waistline, there's a little adjustment that has to be done. So I will just connect this point to the end of the waistline just to give it a smooth waistline curve. But we have to go on the paper, up on the paper. I can pin this part and cut the waistline this way with a little adjustment there. Here is the waistline dart. I will be doing the same here. To fold this dart, I really have to tape continuously so that I can properly fold the dart line. So for the shoulder dart, I will fold. Usually vertical darts are folded towards the center of the pattern. So I will be folding this until the end of the adjusted tip of the bust point and fold it this way. As you can see, we will need to adjust the shoulder line a bit, but it's fine. Okay, when I reshape the shoulder line, I will be short here on this side. So I'll just tape this. This is what's good with my method. Actually, if you make a mistake with my method, because my method, if you look at lesson number 2, it's not complicated the way I do the bodice pattern. So it can be adjusted by just taping the pattern or fixing the pattern by adding a piece of paper. So now I will be folding this shoulder dart line and pin it to the other shoulder dart line. And of course, the end of the dart line is on the adjusted tip of the bust point. I will be pinning this area of the pattern paper where I will be adjusting the shoulder line. To adjust the shoulder line, I will start on the corner of the neckline and the shoulder line and remark this until the end of the shoulder line and the armhole line here. So now this will be the new shoulder line. This will be the adjusted shoulder line for a combination of a shoulder dart and a waist dart. So this will be the final pattern. Okay, now you see, this is now the allowance of the shoulder dart, and this is the slight adjustment that we had to do here. So we just got the highest point of the shoulder and connected it to the lowest point of the shoulder with the shoulder dart pinned together. I'll get this piece of paper. As you can see, even here the side seam has been altered a bit. One has to do is again reshape this area by connecting the top point of the side seam to the low point of the side seam, which is on the waistline. Can you see this adjustment? I will be cutting this area this way. This is now the final pattern of the front bodice with a shoulder dart and a waist dart.